Hey everybody, it's Shane here with daily-astrocat.com, and this is the point of time of the year where my allergies start getting the better of me. So here we are, bleary-eyed and everything, right? Anyway, hey, how's it going, everybody? So let's talk about astrology, shall we? Today is Wednesday, and it's going to be a big day. Why is it a big day, Shane? Well, it's a big day because this is when Venus is going to enter Aries, and Venus enters Aries today, and it's going to be pretty cool, right? The Moon in Gemini is going to be void, of course, at 11:49. We're going to have Venus entering said sign of Aries at right around 1:16 p.m. here on the East Coast time. Okay, so, well, let's do it. I get some chimes. I hear them. I'm going to get a purr from Stella, too. And we're also going to have our Bella. And here we go. So, this is when the planets shoot up and we pass from a winterscape into the very beginning phase of early summer. The trees outside just blew up, right? You can smell it in the air. We took a walk Tuesday night, and it was fantastic. We could smell carnations that were on display outside of our local supermarket. And you could smell them clear through the plaza and almost all the way over to the streets in our neighborhood. Yeah, we live that close to Market Basket. Yeah, it's kind of cool. We walk there, and it takes us all about 15 minutes. So, anyway, Market Basket, big supermarket in case you don't know. Okay, so what do we got going on here, guys? Well, we got that very beginning phase of summer. It's the eve, right? Tomorrow, being Thursday, is going to be May 1st. So this is the last day of April. What do you got to get done? Look, this is when Venus enters Aries, and that bull will charge forward. And today's keyword is burning, because we got those fire signs. Those fire signs are going to be very productive for us. They're going to have some very, very good things happening. All right. So our color is going to be yellow dragon fruit. And Taurus just got its wings. Venus and Aries would be very challenging, but the proximity of Saturn, because we've had Saturn in kind of like in lockstep with Mars for a while now, holding Mars back, making Mars be measured and patient, is very close to Venus still. Now, Venus gets some of that measured patience entering into the sign of Mars. They're very much trying, very much the ultimate lovers, right? The male and female symbol, and also very much ready to work together. Trines, right? Energy that works together. What is Venus influencing? Venus is the ruler of Taurus. Sun's in Taurus. Oh, there you go. There we have a little bit more fire to that earthy aspect, those earthy things. There's some gumption to get up and go, right? We're going to start going for it. Usually Taurus is one that'll pursue it very steadily and be not at all bothered to wait for it. This is not a waiting for it kind of energy. This is a go out and get it now kind of energy. We also have Uranus there. That explosive electric stuff, right? Changes are happening. Electric changes. Especially in my house. Anyway, you should see the kitchen behind me. Oh my goodness, it's amazing. So you have that. We have those changes we've got changes. We're seeing how things are flipping, flopping. Test balloons are being flown up. They're being shot down. The nature of the beast doesn't change. The leopard doesn't change its spots. Put it that way. The leopard does not change its spots. Instead, what happens is that there's just a different perception that we have of it. Now, with the keyword today, burning, our color's yellow dragon fruit, already said that stuff. The serious-minded bull is going to follow the direct path to the target. When a bull charges, that's it. It charges, it's going right directly for it. Whoom, right directly for it, like me in the camera, right? Whoa, what to watch out for? No, that was my line, that was Carrie's. Now, this is the trajectory the sun will be on for the rest of the Taurus season. Very direct, very much in your face, and very much ready to go for what it feels it deserves. The moon conjunct with Jupiter will also have us questioning our obsessive behaviors. It's a valid line of inquiry, but how far will we allow ourselves to go down it? Those are some pretty obsessive behaviors, too. We got to kind of try to rein that stuff in just a little bit because we don't want to go too far forward Because we have Saturn there with the hand on the back saying, no, 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 you can't do that. We have Venus with Neptune, very much imaginative, very much productive. We've got this whole new artistic era that's starting to, come into being, that we're going to have 14 years to actually stay with and enjoy. However, this is just the opening phases of it, the opening salvos. This is like the very beginning. We haven't even started the race yet. This is like the warm-up. This is like the preliminaries. This is like qualifying event, if you will. Okay? I think that's a valid way to look at it. So, think about tomorrow's May Day celebrations, okay? May Day celebrations are something totally different than what they were in the pagan world. Beltane is a time of celebrating the spring, celebrating the reawakening of the world, fertility. We have Astara for that too, but we also have May Day. That's that's the poles, the dancing, the let's just dance. Let's dance. Not necessarily pole dance, but we can dance. And the dance that we're going to do is we're going to dance around our stuff, our items, the things that we're doing. That bull's going to want to go straight forward ahead, but think about what it is that you want to move ahead with, okay? Because there's new ideas that are given new wings, okay? That Taurus, the sun in Taurus, those wings are there for you to take off creatively, okay? There's a lot of people saying, oh, spiritual revolution, we have Neptune and Aries, we've got, new types of addictions and stuff like. Not so fast. Let's look at this as a chance for us to open up another doorway to our own creativity. We have Saturn behind us. That's the portal keeper. That's the guide to the outer planets, right? That's how we get out there to get into the transpersonal planets, the bigger changes, the bigger ideas, the bigger events. That's how we get there. And we get there through this point right here at 0 degrees Aries. Venus is reborn today. This is the third time. She's been over this threshold 3 times now. This is for keeps. This is with Neptune. This is with Mars. This is with Saturn in behind. This is with the North Node still right there. There's a feeling like we're entering into something that's going to be very hot, steamy, and very much part of what we need to be doing. There's some passion that's added to this impulse to create, possibly even procreate because of spring, right? There you go. In 1483, orbital calculations suggested on this day, Pluto moved inside of Neptune's orbit until July 23rd, 1503. Now, the orbit of Pluto is so elliptical, and it's off, actually, the ecliptic of the planets by about, if I'm not mistaken, 17.5 degrees, something like that. So the ecliptic is about 23 degrees off to the kind of like mirrors the tilt of the Earth. That's the planet ecliptic, and you can see them all in a line across the sky, like we did in late January of this year. Late January, early February, when we had that line of planets that were all dancing in the sky, dancing across the sky. Pluto actually lies just slightly off of that, so it would be in an off position. And because it's so eccentric, it's just the way that it's captured. It suggests that it was outside of our solar system and was brought inside by the gravity of the sun. And rather than forming with that dust in the planetary disk when the sun actually formed, which is what the other planets would suggest as well. So that's an interesting point, right? And it's the orbit is so elliptical. It's very much more elliptical than the other planets as well. And that elliptical orbit can actually bring it inside of Neptune at certain times, like this time right here. Even though it's outside of Neptune normally, that orbital path can bring it in. And our birth is Carl Friedrich Gauss. He is born in 1777, and he's a German mathematician. And he's one of the greatest of all times. He's came up with Gaussian distribution and the fundamental theorem of algebra. He's born in Brunswick, Germany. And he died in 1855. So That's what we have for you. R, just as a reminder, the color is yellow dragon fruit, and today's keyword is burning. Appreciate and love each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for joining me. Today is a 7. Happy astro-catting.